We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score Jaguars 7, Cardinals 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
But they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Jaguars.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here to his running back. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard
Good
line.
first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Cardinals 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said,
Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
and they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there, with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Jaguars 21, Cardinals 7.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. And it's getting in home. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike. Hey. We won't work. Undercrunch. Easy.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Henderson.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Their 49-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
14-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
91 is the mark. Get him.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Jaguars 24, Cardinals 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the move to his left. And an incomplete pass.
On the keeper.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
31.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The 40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now Doug Moreau not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Jaguars 42. Cardinals 21. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Cardinals.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check right 27, check right 27. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, hold on. 2-2. Right 27. I got it.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike.
Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Cut. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They do go for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
10 at the 47-yard
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
On 1st down, Drake. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. Out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for number 14. Incomplete. Result.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. He'll buy some time right. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he's got room. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. That is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Jags grab it. The 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lamb.
The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
24. Josh Lambo.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Get in the weight room.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he completes it to Westbrook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Complete.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Let's go. Right there.
From the 27, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 43-yard line.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Mike 27. Hey. Know your job. Bang, bang, bang.
Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Throwing again, Murray. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And incomplete. It's fourth down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Murray's got to have this one. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.